Okay, if you can just about hear me, it's the start to a busy week. We're here at Barnet against Bromley, and then Thursday, I've got university. Friday, I'm at QPR presenting as part of my university course and doing an Inside Rangers show. And then Saturday, might have a football match that's been rearranged. So busy week for football, and we're streaming tonight, so all hands on deck. Don't know too much about Bromley, but it's going to be a great game. Barnet is still pushing. Tell you what, it's a good job I went on that training course, because I haven't done this live stuff in a while, and it's ingrained in there. Almost forgot the password for this Hawaii phone as well. Got to call in a second. I have to say, hello MCR, this is Luke, mission controller, I suppose, or something like that. This is Luke from Barnet, checking in, and then they get me to move the camera, check the volume, and then hold the team sheet up, and that's it. And then we're ready to go. The key is to stay calm, not get overwhelmed. Just going to do a quick live video now, and then we'll have a few minutes before the game, and then 45 minutes of concentration, half time, and then another 45 minutes, and then we should be done. I'm looking to do a documentary for this semester at Barnet. I don't know what the story's going to be yet, but it's going to be interesting, so stay posted. I'll also be presenting, like I said, at QPR. That'll be a great experience in a stadium for the under-23 game. So yeah, exciting times ahead. Yeah, I'll go and do that now. Between Barnet and Bromley, and it's been an alright game. Yeah, that's what there is to say. Barnet took the first goal, Bromley equalised, and it's there for the taking for both teams. So yeah, apart from that, been focused on the filming. You kind of see certain details when you're filming, and you miss other details. You miss the bigger picture. But yeah, I think it was a great strike from Barnet, the first one. I feel like I'm Sky Sports commentator or something like this with the headphones on, like Chris Kamara or something. And yeah, and then I think Bromley, I think it was like a header or something. It was like a slow header going to the far post, beat Scott Loach. So yeah, 1-1 half time. Let's see what the full-time score brings. Part one done of the week, and just had to talk through my documentary idea with the media guy I work with here, Adam Fowler. But yeah, tried to catch a couple of people, couldn't quite catch them, so that's it for today. Next stop, Wembley Stadium. Another day done in Wembley. Just finished literally 5:15, and just finished listening to a guy who's an expert on presenting and commentating, a guy called Bob Ballard, who's worked in the industry for over 28 years for the BBC, so that was really good. Obviously the big day tomorrow, presenting at QPR, so it's a case of go home tonight, sort of rehearse by myself, practice, get ready, and yeah, less than 24 hours now to get ready for it. So next time I see you, we'll be at Queen's Park Rangers. Just keep you updated throughout this video. This Saturday now, I haven't got a football match, there isn't one scheduled, so I'm actually going to be back at Barnet. I'm actually going to be doing behind the scenes footage this time instead, which gets one of my pieces of work done, which is good. But yeah, busy week for football. Obviously, like I said, we're at QPR tomorrow. Brand new experience for me, it'll be good to do, and yeah, that'll be up on here, I'm sure, once I get hold of the footage. So yeah, stay posted. I like about being back at uni and stuff, you get more focused, laser focused on things, you know, getting overwhelmed on loads of things. You know, right now my number one focus is to present really well at this QPR show, so my next focus for the next 24 hours is just to do really well on that. So practice that, think about that, and if you focus your mind on one thing often that is the thing you'll do well at. So I'm literally minutes away from leaving home to go to QPR, but I'm just practicing out here on the field, just getting it going, getting ready, and I'll catch you at Loftus Road. Right, we just arrived here at White City and I'm here now. No turning back now, but it's really important to always test yourself in life, and this is another test for me. Haven't ever done something like this. Obviously I do presenting, but this is a bit different. I'm to focus now, put a smile on, enthusiasm, and it's all part of my development, all part of the bigger outcome. Always put a smile on. Don't take it too seriously, just laugh and enjoy it. I think as well, when I was in school, people always saw me as the quiet guy, so this is sort of kind of like the Eddie the Eagle film where he says, I want to prove people wrong.
I love it very nearly as much as proving people wrong.
It's proving to yourself that you're right as well. You know, you can do these things, and this is me proving it now. I'm going to go and do it, so let's go. So this will be my first time going inside QPR Stadium, now known as the Kai and Prince Foundation Stadium. I have to say that a few times in the script, but yeah, Loftus Road. I've been to this area before. I actually did a football trial for Pro Direct Academy, and it was actually one I actually got into, but I didn't decide to take it up, otherwise I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing now, and it was the right decision. But it's good to have that confidence, knowing that when I did a trial, I did well, and I actually got injured in it, but I still got through because I actually then wanted to continue, and I did really well. So yeah, not bad memories of this place, and I'm sure by the end of the day I'll walk back by the end of it and be have even more great memories of this place for my presenting now. You know, people always assume that just because you do these things you don't get nervous. Everyone gets nervous, but like I said in the previous video, you do it anyway. Don't really have a choice in this situation, but you know, we're shaking it off, we're walking, and we're focused. And just to let you know what it is I'm doing, so we're doing a show feature called Inside Rangers for QPR under-23s today. Features on the first team manager and also the foundation, the Kai and Prince Foundation, a youth player that played for them who was actually killed through knife crime. That's what we're talking about today, and obviously focusing on the match against Charlton Athletic. So next up you'll see all the great action that is to come next. You know, it's only week 3 as well, but I remember first year, second year, it took a few weeks to get to this sort of point, but now obviously third year, the big year, we're straight into the action here. Obviously straight into the presenting, but I did some stuff last year. Obviously I've done some stuff on stage in the last few weeks, so feeling confident. So right here is the Pro Direct. I think they still train here, and yeah, it's like these 5-a-side pitches and some bigger ones, but yeah, this is where exactly this pitch here is where I actually did the trial, and it was in front of some professional goalkeepers and ex-goalkeepers, so yeah, that was a pretty great experience, and also got me to where I am now, you know, still playing now and looking to aim for the highest possible level. But today's all about the presenting, and it's good to do a variety of things in life. But yeah, nice memories. You know, sometimes when you're doing things like this, you don't know what's worse. I can literally just see the stadium now, and you think, what's worse? Going up on the water slide, 200-foot drop, walking up to this stadium presenting, going up to someone that you admire. It's all the same really, it's all the same stuff. Facing your fears, overcoming your comfort zone, and every time you do it, it gets a little bit easier, and doing a different variety of things can only be the best thing to test your confidence and facing your fears. You know, doing this reminds me of a scene in the film Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, something like this.
Hey, you're Rick fucking Dalton. Don't you forget it.
Let's go. I'm tempted to say I'm the first one here, but they could be inside everyone else. I don't think so. It's 10 to 11. They're coming from Wembley, most of them, so I think they're probably on their way now, just a straight walk down from the station. So yeah, just gathering my thoughts. Yeah, sometimes just standing around is not the best thing, but what can you do? I'll read over the script again and try and do it as well as I can without looking at the iPad. Hello and welcome to the Cayenne Prince Foundation Stadium. We are in the tunnel ahead of this afternoon's professional development League 2 South fixture between Queen's Park Rangers and Charlton Athletic. On today's show, we begin by meeting the inspirational man behind the new name for QPR's stadium, now known as the Cayenne Prince Foundation Stadium. Right, that's the first bit all done. First bit went really well, and then the inevitable getting the lines came, but it's going to happen. It's only natural. Looking forward to part two now. And yeah, it's the main thing is just to not take yourself too seriously, I suppose. Constantly try and work on that. And yeah, pitch side stuff coming next. Let's go. We're a few minutes away from kick-off. The under-23 players are warming up behind me. But before we focus on today's game, Ian Craig rounds up how the QPR women and under-18s have recently performed. Now with kick-off approaching, it's time to focus on today's game, QPR under-23s against London rivals Charlton Athletic. And our reporter Matt Hawes just caught up with under-23s manager Paul Hall to hear his thoughts on what lies ahead. Both teams are now coming out the tunnel, so it's time to hand over to our match commentators for today's game, Ian Craig and Lewis Gabriselassie.
Welcome here to the Cayenne Prince Foundation Stadium in West London. I'm here joined by Lewis Gabriselassie. Will be whipped across, missed, and it's tucked in at the back post. Joshua Davison with the goal, 1-0 to the visitors. Let's see what Charlton do here from this tricky situation. Straight into the wall, but the rebound falls, and it's tucked away by Oz Chuma for 2-1 to the visitors. Ben Amos, second one he faced today. Dorling buries it, sends Amos the wrong way. What a good finish that is, 3-3.
And credit to QPR because they've handled themselves really well against a very experienced Charlton side. Taken chances that have come at them. There's been a bit of luck on their side, but they've been able to come out of it with a draw.
Very spirited performance from QPR there. Dorling with the penalty is a saving for the team. Very much a point well deserved.
There's a tasty London derby. Both teams fighting tooth and nail for the 90 minutes, and both teams will come out of here thinking that they should have left with the 3 points.
After that dramatic 3-3 draw, Matt has been gaining the thoughts of manager Paul Hall and some of the key players. So Matt joins us now. What was your take on that draw today against a strong Charlton side?
Like you say, they were definitely a very strong Charlton side, and they showed that as they went up quite early on. I believe that QPR, they can't be too disheartened at all with the draw. I thought, honestly, that it could have either gone, it could have gone either way.
Obviously, after conceding early and allowing an easy second goal, what can the R's take from this game today?
Again, just their resilience to not give up. I genuinely think that they could have, on another day, they could have ended up winning the game. I think they've just got to keep working on what they do. Obviously, try and be tight at the back and just keep playing the way they're playing, and they'll get the results eventually.
Obviously, a big occasion to play at this stadium today for the players. Who stood out the most to you?
I would say Deshaun Dalling, the left midfielder, left forward. His pace the entire game caused a lot of problems, and he managed to get the penalty at the end and converted. So they put his team back into getting a point instead of going away with 0. So yeah, it's a big performance from himself.
Well, a brilliant 3-3 draw here today. That's all from us. From everyone at UCFB and everyone at QPR, thanks for joining us on Inside Rangers, and we'll see you next time. And I'm back home. That's a wrap for today. It was a great day presenting at QPR. What an experience. There was a few times where I had to restart it, but it's part of the process, part of the learning process. Been another long day, but we've got one more thing to do, and that's to go back to Barnet to film behind the scenes for part of my work placement module. So yeah, got the equipment all ready. So I'll catch you tomorrow. Right, so we're on the way to the gym quickly before we go to Barnet, and I tell you what, I woke up this morning feeling like this. Yeah, yesterday was very long, and obviously today doing some more filming. It's raining, so it's going to be tough. I haven't got a rain cover for the camera, so wish me luck with that. And quick gym session, head straight down to Barnet. I'm running a bit late for Barnet, going to get there just in time for kick-off, so I suppose in this situation you just have to make the best of a bad situation and just do pitch side, you know, footage instead of just like behind the scenes, make the most of it, and that's what we're going to do. It's 1-0 half-time, just come out to the car to get some more equipment. I'm wearing this bib, I'm using the iPad to film this. It's been a bit of a crazy day because a bit disorganised at the moment because of what's been going on this week, but camera's getting soaked, so have to try and find a rain cover for it, hopefully in the car. Hopefully there's one in the bag, but yeah, it's been quite a good game, but need to head back in now. So yeah, I'll talk to you after the games in all of them, but today was a little bit, you know, disjointed, but ultimately if you didn't get what you wanted out of it, I suppose the thing you have to tell yourself is, what did I learn? And what I learned was, you know, get here early. You know, I wasn't meant to be coming here originally, I was meant to be playing football, and then that changed, so sometimes you have to adapt quicker. You know, having more memory on your SD card, having a rain cover for the camera, you know, doing more research beforehand on the behind the scenes that I was meant to be doing today. I did get some decent footage, and obviously there was some good action, but yeah, whenever you, I mean, part of the journey is the struggle, you know, and there's going to be good days, going to be bad days, there's going to be rainy days, but all in all, it's only 1 week, and I know there's better weeks to come, and it's always a learning process, so whenever you're faced with challenges, meet them head on, and then review and reflect afterwards. But for now, I'm going to wrap it up, and I hope you enjoyed the insight into my week. A very heavy football week, sorry. But yeah, going to wrap it up here. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, like I always say, give it a thumbs up. Click subscribe so you stay posted with all my latest videos. I'll catch you in the next one.